Hello everyone, you lovely people, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be listening to a different Brazilian artist who goes by the name of NV Bill. I was getting this recommended a good amount of times and I just never got the chance to get around to listening to the song, but I am curious, to check out some new Brazilian artists. Y'all, before we hop into the video, first I'd like to give a shout out to all of my patrons. If y'all do not know, if you'd like to have early access to my videos or priority requests, you can head over to the Patreon and check it out. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to all the YouTube family. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who be commenting, leaving likes, sharing the videos, and supporting and giving me feedback on how I can improve. I really appreciate it. Also want to give especially a shout out to a lot of the Brazilian people who be coming to my channel because of my reactions that I've been doing to Racionais or Sabotage. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all show so much love on these videos, and honestly, I'm just so glad to be able to connect with like a different community, because I'm learning about other sides of the world and things that are going on, and it opens my eyes to know that that we all really do go through the same thing together. You feel me? Like, yes, we may have a language barrier, but we do all truly have a very similar experience. Again, I want to say I appreciate y'all for that. Also, if you guys care to, if you'd like to, go cop the Irked hoodie. The link is down below in the comment section for those who, are interested. Thank you again. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video.
Bem, foi exatamente aqui nesse local onde surgiram as primeiras denúncias de que crianças vivem em condições subhumanas. E é difícil de acreditar que exista no país do carnaval e do futebol verdadeiros campos de concentração infantil, onde crianças matam e morrem ao desenvolver os seus trabalhos para os traficantes. As denúncias afirmam ainda que os verdadeiros culpados estão escondidos em barracos dentro da comunidade. Mas, segundo alguns moradores, os verdadeiros culpados estão fora das comunidades. O fato é que não sabemos quem são os verdadeiros culpados.
Isn't that always the case, though? Those who are the cause of something, they live on the outskirts, but still stay close enough so that they can have control over it. Just so fucked up, bro. Like children.
Você sabe? Aqui, Alex Pereira Barbosa, direto de um campo de concentração qualquer para o Jornal do Rap. Foi? Ou faz outra? Tá bom, né?
Is he doing like a scare or is this real? What the hell? Somebody get shot? What the hell? Is that a nail gun? What is that? Oh, that's a pretend gun? Look like a harpoon. I do assume this is older because of the quality. Sorry to cut it off for the music stars, but low-key, like this looks like when he was just running through, especially this area right here, it kind of reminds me of certain parts of Jamaica that I've seen. Not in person, but like in videos, because my family's from there. Hold on. I didn't know, number one, him who was moving with it. Wasn't it just a child though? Was it not just a child? Okay, let's continue.
Minha condição é sinistra, não posso dar rolé, não posso ficar de bobeira na pista. Na vida que eu levo eu não posso brincar. Eu carrego uma 9 e uma HK. Pra minha segurança e tranquilidade do morro. Se pá, eu sou mais um soldado morto. 24 horas de tensão, integrado na polícia, bolado com os alemão. Disposição 100% até
Not them shooting on beat.
Tem mais um pente lotado no meu bolso.
You kind of look like Tupac. Yeah, you kind of look like Tupac.
Qualquer roupa agora eu posso comprar. Tem monte de cachorra querendo me dar. De olho grande no dinheiro, esquecem do perigo. A moda por aqui é ser mulher de bandido. Sem sucesso, mantém o olho aberto. Quebraram mais um otário, querendo ser esperto. Essa porra me persegue até o fim. Nesse momento minha coroa tá orando por mim. É assim, demorou, já é. Roubaram minha alma, mas não levaram minha fé. Não consigo.
They stole my soul, but didn't take my faith. I like that line. I mean, not that I like that predicament, but the fact that he's like, they did take away the purity of his soul, I'm assuming he's trying to say, but they didn't take away his faith of, you know, being able to change.
Levaram minha alma, mas não levaram minha fé. Não consigo me olhar no espelho. Sou combatente, coração vermelho. Minha mina de fé tá em casa com o meu menor. Agora posso dar do bom e melhor. Várias vezes me senti menos homem. Desempregado e meu moleque com fome. É muito fácil vir aqui me criticar. A sociedade me criou, agora manda me matar, me condenar e morrer na prisão. Virar notícia de televisão.
Whoa, that transition was tough. The way it went from like to the actual video and then outside the because mind you, looks like an older video, so they had to do that like literally. It's not like a TV effect. That's actual big booty TV they using. Wow. Okay. To speak on what he's talking about, he's saying how the system is judging him regardless, but this is the only way for him in his situation to be able to make money to feed his child. But it's like if he's doing certain crimes, then, you know, of course they're gonna lock him up. And he said they're gonna leave him to die.
Seria diferente se eu fosse Mauricinho, criado a sustagem e leitinho. Colégio particular, depois faculdade. Não é essa minha realidade. Sou caboquinho comum.
That's just the environment he was brought up in.
Com ódio na veia, soldado do morro. Feio, esperto com uma cara de mal. A sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK. Com ódio na veia, pronto para tirar. Feio, esperto com uma cara de mal. A sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK. Com ódio na veia, pronto para tirar. Um pelo poder, dois pela grana. Tem muito cara que entrou pela fama. Plantou na boca tendo outra opção. Não durou quase nada, amanheceu no valão. Porque o papo não faz curva. Aqui o papo é reto. Ouvi isso de um bandido mais velho. Plantado aqui, eu não tenho irmão. Só o cospe chumbo que tá na minha mão. Como um pássaro, tenho irmão. Só o cospe chumbo que tá na minha mão. Como um pássaro que defende o seu ninho. Arrebento o primeiro que cruzar meu caminho. Fora da lei, chamado de elemento. Agora o crime que dá o meu sustento. Já pedi esmola, já me humilhei. Fui pisoteado, só eu sei o que eu passei. Eu tô ligado, não vai justificar. Meu tempo é pequeno, não sei o quanto vai durar. É pior do que pedir favor.
You know, the way that he's rapping, like lyrically, it does remind me, because you know how earlier I was like, oh, he kind of looks like Tupac. But even his rapping, how he's rapping, or the lyrics he's using, it also reminds me of Tupac. How Tupac, he would talk in the sense of like, he'll talk like very similar to what he's talking about. Like, I was raised in this environment and I can't necessarily I couldn't control the outcome, especially since you're so young. It's like you couldn't control that. And now fast forward years later, it's the only way he could survive, because even if you try other ways to put food on the table, it's not as efficient. And so he sees it as the only lifestyle that he can do. But also it's interesting that he brought up how there's individuals who will do it not even for survival, but because they want attention and they want to be known as, oh, I'm the big dude, or I'm the big guy on the block, or whatever. And then they end up going out, you know, easy like that, because they're not really about that life, but they want to appear as if they are. And it's like, that's the last thing you want to do. don't do that. Like, if you're not really about that, don't do it. Like, leave it to the people. I mean, it's sad for it to be happening, period, but it's like, if the government's not doing nothing to help change that and giving resources, and it's like, bro, just leave that alone.
Arruma emprego, tenho filho pequeno, seu doutor, fila grande, eu e mais 300, depois de muito tempo, sem vaga no momento, a mesma história todo dia é foda, é isso tudo que gera revolta, me deixou desnorteado, mas um maluco armado, tô ligado, bolado, quem é o culpado que fabrica a guerra e nunca morre por ela, distribui a droga, que destrói a favela.
Want to send people's children to wars that they create.
Fez, tô com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK, com ódio na veia, pronto para atirar. Fez, tô com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK, com ódio na veia, pronto para atirar. A violência da favela começou a descer pro asfalto. Homicídio, sequestro, assalto. Quem deveria dar a proteção invade a favela de fuzil na mão. Eu sei que o mundo que eu vivo é errado, mas quando eu precisei, ninguém tava do meu lado. Errado por errado, quem nunca errou. Aquele que pede foto também já matou. Me colocou no lado podre da sociedade, com muita droga, muita arma, muita maldade. Vida.
I know you're talking about the guy who wants votes or whatever, talking about politicians. They also be doing dirty ass heinous crimes, and then we'll be like, oh my god, look at all these bad people, look at all these bad people we gotta lock up and put away. I mean, we're not helping the situation at all, but you know, let's just lock them up, even though they're also doing crimes as well, white collar crimes and regular street crimes too. Like, they'll pay people to go and starting shit. Even earlier when you talk about, the ones who put the drugs in the community. Yeah, they do that too. Just like in the 90s. 80s, starting with cocaine and crack in the U.S.
Do crime é suicídio lento. Bango 1, 2, 3. Meus amigos lá dentro, eu tô ligado qual é, sei qual é o final. Um saldo negativo menos um marginal. Pra sociedade contar, um a menos na lista e engordar. A triste estatística de jovens como eu que desconhecem o medo, seduzidos pelo crime desde muito cedo, mesmo sabendo que não há futuro. Eu não queria tá nesse bagulho. Já tô no prejuízo, um tiro na barriga. Na próxima batida, quem sabe levam minha vida. E vou deixar o meu moleque sozinho, com tendência a trilhar meu caminho. Se eu cair, só minha mãe vai chorar. Na fila tem um monte querendo entrar no meu lugar. Não sei se é pior virar bandido ou se matar por um salário mínimo. Eu no crime, ironia do destino. Minha mãe tá preocupada, seu filho está perdido. Enquanto não chegar a hora da partida, a gente se cruza nas favelas da vida. Fez, perto com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK, com ódio na veia, pronto para atirar. Fez, perto com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK, com ódio na veia, pronto para atirar. Fez, perto com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho uma 9 e uma HK, com ódio na.
Even that alone is like, bro, them holding up the sticks like it's a fake gun. Like, people kind of underestimate like how subconsciously from a child, or like young children, how even from like what 5, 6, whatever, it's kind of normalized the idea of having a gun or owning a gun, and it's like, bro, that shit should not be normalized. Like, even present day.
Veia, pronto para atirar. Fez, perto com uma cara de mal, a sociedade me criou, mas o marginal. Eu tenho.
Autographing for them. He's climbing back down. And it's the younger. So it's like in the beginning, it was showing the timeline of him as a child, and then where the influence came from. Because you see how in the beginning it's a fake gun, like a wooden looking gun, and then as you get older, then that's when the real gun comes in. And he's working for the older guys in the community.
Tia, dá 2 pão, leite, doce?
That just shows you how he's still a child.
Ih, esqueci o doce.
Wow, what a video, man. I mean, honestly, a film. It was like a mini film, to be honest. I'm glad he did a video to go with it, because it just added more, meaning, and also more reality to it as well. I feel like having those images go on, even though at first I feel like some of it was like actual, photos and stuff like that, and then some of it was like part of the video itself, like stuff that they acted out. I mean, those guns look real though. Those was real. That was not fake. But the metaphors and the symbolism that they used, also, I'm glad they included that, especially that last part. That was very meaningful, because I was kind of catching on to that in the beginning, showing how, like, even like shortly before I mentioned how subconsciously from a child, it's almost like there's a battle. There's a dichotomy within the child to be like, I still want to be a child, but then in order for me to survive, I feel like I have to do this, or this is the only option, because he mentioned, I went to go looking for a job. Now this is him as an adult, he's speaking, that he went to go looking for a job, and still he's waiting. But people seem to forget that during that waiting period of time, you still need to be able to provide and put food on the table and do all these things. So who are you to sit here and judge and be like, oh my God, I can't believe they turned to that lifestyle? Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked that they turned to that lifestyle? If, like, how long are they supposed to wait? People want you to wait till you're dead in order to be able to provide for yourself and your family. Like it don't make no sense whatsoever. So it's like, that's why I'm like, I can't even, I most definitely won't cast judgment on nobody, because if, for the people who have never been there, where it's like you're basically living paycheck to paycheck, and this is even worse, because it's like he don't even have a job. So what are you living towards? People don't think about that. They really do not think about that and put themselves in other people's shoes to understand that. And even worse when you have a corrupt government, which is basically every government to ever exist. So, but y'all, thank you for recommending this video. Again, this just, just more explanation to how the people in Brazil have to live. Even more so with this, I feel like it highlights the children and where it all starts. You feel me? The genesis of it. So again, thank you for providing this. And if y'all have any other information, any more information and context to the song or the video and how they shot it, or just, the situation currently in Brazil, what is it like as it pertains to the children, and gun violence? Because it's unfortunate. Oh man. And more people need to learn about it, because it's very similar to in the US, bro. But again, y'all, thank you. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications, every single time I post a new video. And I will catch y'all in the next video. All right. Peace.